Karen, thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. Francine Lacqua in London and Tom Keene in New York. The Wheels Up Power Breakfast at the Pierre Hotel. I'm glad you're with us this morning. We were rude the last time to David Williams of the Ohio State University. We were on and we had to dash off to something. Maybe it was President Trump speaking. I can't remember. And we begged him to come back. And now a more extensive conversation with the Dean of the College of Engineering at the Ohio State University, David Williams, who has a wonderful pedigree that brings rigor to the Ohio State program. We have so many things to talk about, Dean Williams. Within STEM, we've got a hugely successful STEM report that we do here at Bloomberg Surveillance with New Jersey Institute of Technology. And I'm more than fascinated by the idea of the mathematical rigor that underpins the Ohio State University. How do you fold math into modern engineering?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me. And obviously, math is fundamental to all engineering from the very start all the way through to the engineering that we carry out, for example, in the manufacturing research that we do. Without the basics of math and science, the engineering can't be sound. So it's integrated into the engineering process, the education, the hands-on experience that our students have.
Dean Williams with us on the Spectrum Enterprise phone line. Spectrum Enterprise, nationwide fiber-based network and IT infrastructure solutions. Help me here with manufacturing. The president will greet CEOs today. My experience is there's a lot of research on manufacturing, but the politicians aren't listening. How do you get the politicians to listen to how we fold engineering into our manufacturing processes that will maybe actually employ people?
Well, I think the CEOs themselves can be the ones to send that message, because we, like all major research universities, interact very strongly with industry. They come to us for both the technology and the talent for the next generation manufacturing problems that they're trying to solve. So they see us as essential to the future of their company's success.
Are there a lack of engineering jobs, or is there a lack of engineering skills? I live in London, and of course Europe, and especially France, put so much focus on engineering, much more so than the UK.
That may be so. It's been a while since I lived in the UK, but let me say that certainly in the US, our engineering graduates are in great demand. We can't educate all the ones that come in, and we can't provide enough to the industries that come to seek our graduates. And we graduate over 2,000 engineers a year at the Ohio State University. And manufacturing in Ohio, where over 50% of our graduates stay, is close to 20% of the GDP. So automotive and aerospace manufacturing eats up our graduates on a regular basis.
Dean, give me a sense of what you think the huge transformation that the U.S. economy is going through and will go through, how jobs and skills will change, and how a university can better prepare the challenges, especially for the modern, for the younger people, the millennials.
Yes, indeed. And we are just part of a spectrum in workforce development for manufacturing. We partner very closely with the community colleges in the state of Ohio, which give associate's degrees to students who will perhaps be the ones who will be servicing the robots that will drive the manufacturing of the future. Those students have the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year and beyond education at research universities. So there's a spectrum of opportunities, and our students go out with the necessary hands-on experience to go into manufacturing jobs.
And Dean Williams, I got one final question, and we would love to have you back for a more extended conversation. You're from the University of Cambridge with many proper, rigorous English degrees. One of the diseases in the United States is the AP exam in a high school, where kids rush through advanced courses and do very well, and then they get to college, and then they don't get a buy on thermodynamics or statics and dynamics, but they get a buy on the calculus. Do you support the AP program, or do you feel within your engineering curricula you need to re-educate the brain the freshman and sophomore year?
All I can speak for is the experience here at Ohio State, where for the last 5 years when I've been dean, the quality and the quantity of the incoming class, freshmen, engineers, has continued to improve, and the amount of, shall we say, remedial education that we have to give is approaching zero. So the products of the Ohio schools are outstanding, and we continue to then give them a great education.
David Williams, thank you so much. He's the 23rd Dean of the College of Engineering at Ohio State. Just really wonderful to have him on today. It's amazing, Francine, the difference I've found over the years at Bloomberg in the education rigor in mathematics between the United Kingdom and the U.S. The kids at the better schools in the United Kingdom seem to be way ahead.
Yeah, I think they start a lot earlier, but also it's you have less subjects, so I guess you have a better chance of excelling at it. But then I look to France, and we were talking about this, right? You look at the city of London, about half of the guys, if not 70% of the guys doing derivatives are all French, and there's a reason for that. It goes back to almost fifth grade education.
It does, and it's almost a pride of place almost within France and the United Kingdom. That was great with David Williams of Ohio State.